Alright, is the camera's recording? Awesome. Ha. Do I start talking now? Hello, my name is Jack, and welcome to the Kinderkin Distillery. We're here today at the Kinderkin Gin Distillery in Ballarat. And what I'm going to show you today is a range of specialty gins made in the heart of Ballarat by Ballarat locals, and let's have a chat to one of them now. I before had a conversation with Chris Pratt, one of the owners of Kinderkin, and he told us all about what happens behind me here and how it works. So let's talk to him now, and then you'll come back to me in a second.
G'day, I'm Scott from Kinderkin Gin.
And I'm Chris from Kinderkin Gin.
And this is our beautiful baby, the copper pot still that we make Kinderkin Gin in at Kinderkin Distillery.
Got it in August 2016. Do you remember it came in big crates?
Which we very carefully unloaded. It was a big day, beautiful pieces of copper. We designed them ourselves a bit. We sort of modified the standard design and added things and in order to make really smooth spirit. We really like our drinks clean and simple and smooth.
After we got our licenses from the ATO to actually use them, we did quite a lot of practice runs. I think they call it product development in the trade, and we targeted some people that we knew had good taste, good feedback, were in the business, and we got
no shortage of people lining up to do gin tasting.
Yeah, we did some blind tastings, got feedback, modified it, and then the big date was in March 2017 when we launched our first two gins. What we do initially is we bring that back from 96% to 40%, and then we start the process. In this box here, which we call the Carter head, is where we put all our botanicals. So inside here are two baskets with gauze bottoms on them, and we put all the botanicals. Depending on the gin, there's always juniper there and coriander seed, but the rest of the botanicals vary depending on the gin. So as it heats up, essentially it starts to vaporise, comes down the line arm. Inside here there's our bell bend that brings it down to the bottom, and the vapours come up through and then back through here, and this is a condenser. Then we get the gin out at the end. So it starts coming out about 80 degrees and also about 80% alcohol, and drops and drops and drops. We cut the distillation when the collection vessel average is about 70%, but at that point it's coming through about 20%. The reason for that is that the juniper tends to come out towards the end of the distillation. You get other flavours coming through earlier, but around about that point the juniper changes from a very sweet juniper taste to a bit more astringent, so we don't want that in our gin. We distill it slowly. It takes a day for the distillation, and as I mentioned, entirely vapour infused, and that gives you a nice lightness of spirit.
We're also in the process of making whiskey, which will come out next year when we've got enough. 2020. It's shaping up quite nicely in our little barrels over there.
Awesome, thank you.
Perfect. Welcome back. Hope you guys learned something there. So today I'm going to show you 4 different drinks. 2 gin and tonics and 2 cocktails. Let's start with the gin and tonics. We are using the original Australian gin and the Scoundrel London Dry Gin. The difference being the London Dry Gin is a more international based gin with base of juniper and coriander seeds, which you can find here and here. You also can get the botanicals for this specific gin all over the globe. Whereas the Australian gin, with the exception of the same juniper and coriander that can't be sourced in Australia, every single other botanical is sourced within Australia. It's more of a leaf-based gin compared to the Scoundrel, which is more of a herb and berry-based gin. So, let's begin. Starting with our London Dry, I'll be using 30 mils into our gin balloon. I'll then get the Capri Tonic. This is a Indian tonic, so it's a very normal, very bitter tonic water full of quinine, and it's also a Victorian company because we like to keep things homegrown. Compared to our 30 mils of gin, I'm then going to add in 90 mils of tonic water. So I've got 60 here, And when pouring your tonic, you've got to be very careful to try and pour along the side of the glass. Because if you can pour your gin along the side of the glass, it's going to have less carbonation in it, and overall the tonic's going to be less damaging to the gin. I'm then going to add in 2 big cubes of ice. I'm going to add our garnish, which for the London Dry will be a twist of lime, and then 2 lime wedges, and then finally, for good measure, a few of our juniper berries. With all our garnishes in set, smell, oh, you can really smell the juniper, nice and strong with this one. You begin with a very strong juniper scent, but towards the back end, you can taste some lemon scents, a bit of cinnamon, and some berries. Pepperberry if I'm not wrong. And then very nice juniper strong aftertaste. So, that one is our London Dry Gin and Tonic, but now I'm going to go for the Australian Gin and Tonic. And this one, I'm taking a few liberties with it. Instead of the 30 mils of London Dry, I'm going to go for 60 mils of Australian. I'm then going to choose to add in a different type of tonic water. And what I'm using today is the Fever Tree Aromatic Tonic. The reason I choose the aromatic tonic compared to anything else like the Mediterranean, the ginger beer, or the elderflower is that the aromatic tonic is normal tonic water which is infused with the Angus Scotia bitters. And the reason we want to go for this one is because the bitterness of the Angus Scotia bitters that's infused within the tonic water suits perfectly to the more Australian and the more berry heavy botanicals that you find within the Australian gin. Same as before, being very careful to pour along the outside of the glass. Beautiful pink colour we've got there so far. Our garnishes for today are going to be a healthy wedge of grapefruit and a few slices of Australian pear. Once again, we're going to add a good serving of our large ice cubes, and finally, just for show, a few of our juniper berries. And then we have the Australian Gin and Tonic. But I'm not quite finished there. The very, very last thing I'm going to add is something special to the Kinderkin distillery that you at home, unfortunately, aren't going to be able to produce. What we've got here is cherries, but they're not just any cherries. These are gin-soaked cherries, and they're the same cherries that go into making the Kinderkin cherry gin. And then all in all, you have your Australian Gin and Tonic. To begin with, we've got some strong cinnamon notes, same as the London. We've got mint tastings, some lemon tastings, and some river lily berries. And then you have your Australian Gin and Tonic.
Okay, well, Jack, thanks for coming down to the distillery today, and
It's been my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
great hosting you, and really interested in these cocktails you've been making. One last thing before you go.
Absolutely.
A celebration, a toast
Perfect.
to us, and to gin, and to PWTA. So, cheers everyone.
Cheers. So you come with 2 names. Gonna be good in cocktails.
Yep.